Guys, welcome back to this place again and continuing our models. Today in this video we are going to cover a very important topic, that is will and shall. See, generally students are very much confused using shall and will. Now today we are going to understand how modern English is going on and how trends have been changed in regard of will and shall. So without any further delay, let us start the topic will and shall. First of all, we are starting with shall. Now, shall is used with the first person. We know that in English, first person like I and we use to express normal future. Now, when we talk about normal future, like when I'm talking about normal future, what I mean to say is there some plan, some prediction, or some expectations kind of stuff? At that time, I term all these plan, prediction, expectations kind of stuff as normal future. So I can say here that shall is used with first person like I and we to express normal future. Let us see a few examples. How can we use shall? See, I dash be 25 next birthday. Now, here you can see that this sentence is expressing two things. One is plan, that it is planned that on coming birthday, the boy or the girl will be of 25 years. And also, we can say it as expectation also. See, so here I am going to write shall. So I shall be 25 next birthday. Next sentence is when dash we see you again. Now in this sentence also I am going to use a shall, because you can see when shall we see you again is related to some plan that we are planning to meet or to see each other again. So it is representing planning here. So we used shall. Now in next sentence also, I dash wait for you. Like, see, here again I am saying a plan. So I will use shall here. So in all these three examples, we have seen that shall is, we are using shall with I and we, which are first person of course, and we are using it to express normal future. Okay, now we will see how can we use shall with second person and third person. Shall is used with the second person and third person to express the strong future. Now, what do I mean by the strong future? Strong future means some commands and promises, some warnings, threats, like those, those things in which expression, or I can say emotion is the right word, is there, I can use shall there. Now let us see a few examples of the same. You see, you dash have a holiday tomorrow. Here I am promising something that you will get a holiday. So here I can use shall. You shall have a holiday tomorrow. Next one is showing a warning, like you dash be punished for this. Here I am showing a threat or a warning in this sentence, and so we can use shall with you. Next sentence is he dash not enter this place again. Here in this sentence I am giving a command, order to do something, so I can use shall here. I think now it is clear that we can use shall with I and we in which cases, and with second and third person in strong future cases like command, promises, warning, and such cases in which some emotion is there. Here I want to tell you something very important. As the trends are changing in modern English, these days a shall is less common than I and generally avoided in modern English. Okay, so we use will more than shall. Now let us see how can we use shall with the questions. See, shall is used with first person to ask the will of the person. Like if the person is willing to do that or not. Like see, dash I open the door. Now here in this sentence, I actually want to say is, do you want me to open the door? Okay, so I can use shall here. Next is dash we go. Like, do you really want to go? So, shall we go? And which book dash I buy? Here I am asking for advice. Like, I want to know the will of the person. So, which book shall I buy? So this is how we can use shall with questions also. Now let us see the uses of will. See, here I have made a table here. Like you can see that for normal future like plan, expectations, predictions, etc., I have used I and we, that is first person. I have used shall with them. And in case of strong future like promise, command, determination, wish, request, etc., I have used he, she, it like second person and third person with shall, right? But when it comes to use of will, this actually got interchanged. Like you can see in the table now, we will use will with first person like I and we in strong future, and he, she, it like second person and third person in case of normal future. See, this table is very important to understand and easy as well. Now with this table it is very clear that shall and will got interchanged with person. Like I am repeating it again, in normal future cases we used shall with first person, but will, in will we will use second and third person in cases of normal future. But when it comes to strong future, we have to use first person with will and second and third person with shall. Let us see a few examples of it. I dash try to do better next time. Here I am making a promise, and promise comes under a strong future, so I am using will here. I will try to do better next time. Let us see one more example regarding this. I dash help you. Here we can say that this is a wish or a promise also. So I will help you. Now will is also used to show assumption or probability of something. Like I think it will rain today. See, it is just an idea or a guess that it will rain. It is just my thinking. So it is a probability. Next is that dash be postman. I think that will be postman. Now here think shows that it is just an assumption. Again, will is used to show determination also. See, I dash do this task for sure. Here in this sentence, I am showing a determination. So I will do this task for sure. Next one is I dash succeeded or die. Here also it is showing a firm determination that I will succeed or die. We can also use will with questions. When we use will with question, it indicates an invitation or a request. Let us see a few examples of it. Like, will you have some tea? Here I am asking something, like it is representing an invitation. So will you have some tea? Next one is dash you lend me your book. This is showing a request, so I can use will here. Will you lend me your book? And in the next sentence also, will you please help me? So these were the sentences and points where we can use shall and will. Here I'm repeating again a point using things like will and shall. Trends have been changed in modern English. In modern English, there is a growing tendency to use will in all persons, like I, we, he, she, it, like all the persons. And use of shall is generally avoided. Okay, so whenever you are not sure with the rules or the points where we have to use shall and will, it is okay to use will. So this is it for today's video. I hope you like it, and now the concept is very clear in respect of shall and will. Bye bye.